Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to review of the Paradigm Shift. I'm in Shift, the 11th studio record by the band Korn. Today we're celebrating the 10th anniversary of the record, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. I already reviewed some of Korn's records, so go check those videos out. My story with this band is quite simple. One of my first memories that I have is playing the video game GTA 2 on my brother's in-law PC, and he also had Winamp program there and the first 4 Korn records, and he would play me their music. That was like in the year 2000 or 2001. Since then I've been a massive fan of this band. I've always waited for every new release like Untouchables, Take a Look in the Mirror. Then See You on the Other Side came out and was garbage. That record made me not listen to Korn for over 5 years. I came back when Remember Who You Are was released. And since then I've been always listening to this band. There isn't a week that I'm not going to jam to some Korn. It's one of my all-time favorite bands. The lineup on this record is Jonathan Davis on vocals, keyboards and programming. Brian Head Welch comes back after 10 years of absence. He plays on the guitars and does backing vocals. We also have James Monkey Schaffer on the guitars and backing vocals, Reginald Fieldy Arvizu on the bass, and Ray Loser on the drums. So basically it's the same lineup as nowadays. The production was handled by Dan Gilmore. You might know him, he did the first 2 Linkin Park records. And the production is tight, it's clean but heavy, no room, no clipping, just the way I like it. Message is diverse, the songs are mostly about personal struggles, relationship issues, society, politics, mass media, bullying, anxiety, diabetes, etc. Structure of the tracks is basic, standard intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. When it comes to the music on this record, many people consider it to be nu metal, because before the record was released, every band member would state that Paradigm Shift is going to be a mix between Issues and Untouchables. My opinion is this: while this record retains some of that nu metal spirit the band once had, this is mostly a alternative rock/metal record with a lot of electronic and dubstep influences. Pray For Me is the first song on the record. What I love about it the most is the guitar work. When it comes to the guitar work on this record, Monkey and Head are on fire and I truly enjoy every single guitar riff here. Next is the bass work. It's not that audible, it mostly follows the guitars, but we have some moments where Fieldy is playing his own thing. I don't know why, but they've kinda focused more on the electronic elements instead of the bass, so you're not going to hear much of it, which is a bummer because on the first 6 Korn records the bass was very prominent and you could easily hear it, so that's a big thumbs down from me. The bass should be up higher in the mix and we should hear it without any problems. Next is the drumming by Ray and it's fabulous. I truly enjoy his groove, his style, the precision of his playing, but he's not David. David was the original band member and he had the best groove, like he inspired so many drummers out there. Even me, I played drums for a short time, but it was because of David, of his cool grooves. Ray is a great player, but he doesn't groove as much as David. That's just my opinion. Next we have the electronic and keyboard elements and I just don't like them. I did enjoy the previous dubstep album, The Path of Totality, but here those elements don't fit the music and they kinda ruin the songs. Finally we have the vocals by Jonathan Davis, and while his growling, screaming and yelling is always on point, there's something wrong with his voice on this record when it comes to the singing. He has that pop vibe around his vocals, like most of the choruses here sound very bad, like the one on Never Never, Love and Math, Punishment Time, Lullaby for a Sadist. What the hell are you doing, dude? Jonathan Davis is one of my all-time favorite vocalists. His singing on the first 6 records is just beautiful. He doesn't sound bad at all. Every vocal melody he writes is so beautiful and emotional at the same time. And since See You on the Other Side, I saw a very big decline in his vocals, like he adds that very positive, puppy vibe to his voice. Na na na, pray for me. Na, 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 na. What the hell are you doing? This is awful to listen to. Stop, just stop. I don't care if people are going to hate me, I don't enjoy most of the singing on this record. It's awful, it's bad, it sounds like modern pop, and I have no idea what's the reason behind this, because we all know that Jonathan Davis is an outstanding vocalist and he can sound great if he wants to, so this is an artistic choice, and for me, it's a bad one. Going back to this opening song, Pray For Me, I love the guitar riffs, the drumming, the intro, the verses, the chorus, it all slaps. Then we have the vocals. Well, the vocals in the verses are okay, the chorus also fine, but they aren't great, they're just good. This entire song has lots of electronic elements in the background and they are annoying the hell out of me. The guitar riffs are the best part. So yeah, this is just a good song, but I am not going to replay it lots of times because it doesn't have any moment that stands out to me. 7 out of 10. Love and Meth is a song written by Head for his Love and Death project. Jonathan heard the track and he was like, I want to sing on it, so they basically turn it into a Korn song, and I love the instrumental work here. It's actually amazing. Love the guitar riffs, the atmosphere of this song. You can even hear the bass, which is very nice. Then we have the vocals. They are great in the pre-chorus and the verses are fun to listen to, but that chorus, show me the reasons what are you doing, dude? Are you dying inside? This is awful. I cannot stand that chorus. Everything else is great. The bridge, well, the vocals there also just fine, but yeah, it's just a good song. It could have been so much more if the lyrics and the vocals were different, but they are not. 7 out of 10. What We Do. Now this song has amazing groove in the intro. Dun, 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 dun. Then you have the verses and the chorus part, which is also fun to listen to from the music standpoint, and then the vocals. The vocals here are the worst. They're way worse than on the previous two songs. I have no idea what is Jonathan doing, but that chorus and the bridge basically killed me. It killed my brain cells. What are you doing with your voice? I don't want to listen to modern pop music, I want to listen to metal music. What are you doing? You have such a great music behind you and you're just ruining it? This song is just average because of the vocals. 5 out of 10. Spike in My Veins. Now this was supposed to be a track for a solo record by Jonathan. It features Noisia, or however you pronounce that stuff. It has a very strong dubstep vibe to it, but it doesn't bother me like most people who hated the previous album. I do enjoy listening to dubstep, so this is not a problem for me. I love most of the vocals here. They're actually quite fun to listen to. Some parts not for me. The music has an interesting vibe to it. It's slightly different from the standard Korn stuff, so it's more of an experimental song. I quite dig it. I feel like it's better than Love and Meth, but it's not a masterpiece by any means. I am not going to listen to it every day. 7 out of 10. Mass Hysteria. Now this song, it has amazing instrumental work. The intro, the verses, the chorus, the bridge, it all slaps. And then we have the vocals. What the hell are you doing? Yet again, Jonathan is ruining the track, especially in the chorus and the bridge. So 6 out of 10. Paranoid and Aroused. I can say the exact same thing. While the music has the old school vibes of Korn and I enjoy the bass, the guitars, the drums, I hate the electronic elements, the dubstep stuff in the background. The vocals are mostly bad. Sure, the verses sound nice vocally, but then we have that awful chorus and the bridge, which I cannot stand. 6 out of 10. Never Never is one of the worst songs by this band ever. It was released as a single with a music video before the album, and when I first heard it, I had a mental breakdown because this reminded me of See You on the Other Side. I was like, yeah, Head is back in the band, they're back, it's going to be fun, because Jonathan is a great vocalist, and the band never disappointed me, right? Right? Because they've never released See You on the Other Side, right? There was no See You, right? Nope. This song is a goddamn abomination. It sounds like Radiohead and U2, but 10 times worse. I cannot imagine how could anyone come up with this stuff. The only saving grace of this track is the bridge with the ratatak and cool guitar riffs. Everything else, the intro, the verses, the chorus, it's all garbage. It's awful. Don't listen to this one. I have a funny story with this track as well. A couple of years ago, me and my friend Monty, we went to our other friend's birthday, and his father would play this song in the background on repeat, and Monty's face was like he was completely dying inside. He wanted to get out of there, just wanted to leave the presents and go away. And and I was like losing my mind. It was Never Never for the 6th time, and I was like I was making noises like I'm some fucking monster from Silent Hill because I am dying inside, and he's not going to turn off Never Never. And Monty said something around the lines of, I am never going to his birthday again. So yeah, that's the story. This song is shit. 2 out of 10. Punishment Time. Now this one I hate very much, because if it weren't for the awful vocal performance, this probably would have been my favorite song on the record, because the intro and the verses, the pre-chorus, it all slaps. But then we have the awful chorus. I hate this. Why are you doing this to me? 4 out of 10. Lullaby for a Sadist. Now this is a B-side from Remember Who You Are, and after listening to it, I am not surprised that Russ Robinson heard this shit and he was like, no, just no, remove this, we're not going to put this on the record. And you know what? Russ was right. This is awful shit. The vocals, not for me. The music, also not for me. What is this? 3 out of 10. Victimized. Now this is one of the faster tracks on the record. Love the tempo here. The guitar riffs are so thick and heavy. This track is actually beautiful, and the vocals aren't that bad. Actually, the chorus is sang quite nicely. Just the verses need some work, remove the pop garbage from them. 7 out of 10, the best track on the standard edition for sure. And the final song, it's all wrong. Now this song is very wrong. You know why? Because the intro is just Somebody Someone. It's the same melody. Like, you have copied yourselves. This is a copy of your better song. So why should I listen to this one when Somebody Someone already exists? I don't understand this. The vocals here, mediocre at best. They aren't that bad like on Punishment Time or Never Never, but they aren't great as well. And the music, well, it's uninspired, you're basically copying yourself. This is an average song, I don't want to hear this ever again. 5 out of 10. And now we have bonus tracks, there are 6 of them. Nice! Wish I Wasn't Born Today. Now this song, well, I also wish I wasn't ever born, so I wouldn't need to listen to this record. But this track is actually quite nice. While it's not a masterpiece, the vocals aren't that bad. The music doesn't have that standard Korn atmosphere to it, but it's not bad, This song is just decent. It's actually better than half of the standard album. 6 out of 10. Tell me what you want, fuck you, go away. Now this is the best song from Paradigm Shift recording sessions. Why is it a bonus track? I have no idea. The song doesn't have the original Korn vibe to it, it's more of a more modern take on metal, but I do enjoy the guitar riffs, the drumming, the bass work, and the vocals, for the most part, are actually beautiful. So why wasn't this record like this song? I don't know. 9 out of 10. Die Another Day. Now this is the second best track here. I love the melodies, the intro, the verses. The vocals are actually mostly beautiful. This is also a fun song. Sure, it doesn't have that Korn vibe to it, but it's a competent track and I like listening to it. Why wouldn't they put it on the album? 9 out of 10. Next we have Hater, and I love the message behind this song. The verses actually sound quite nice, but those dubstep effects in the background and that wow wow waka wow 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 waka wow 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 and the chorus, it's not for me. I despise melodies like that, so this is not a song for me, but I don't hate it at all. It's just average to me, because the vocal performance is actually, yeah, it's fine, you know, nothing special. Still, it does not sound like old school Korn. It doesn't even sound like the Path of Totality. Like, that dubstep album had way better vocals than this one. 5 out of 10. The game is over. Now this is the second worst song here. I have no idea what those guys had in their minds while they were recording this shit. I actually did enjoy very much the Untitled record and Remember Who You Are and the Path of Totality. Great experimental records, but this is not it. This has awful music and awful vocals. I don't even wanna to waste my time on this stuff. 2 out of 10. And the final track, So Unfair. It's about diabetes because John's son has it. I also have it and it's not fun at all. But this song goes hard. Instrumentally, it's flawless. Vocally, well, the verses sound nice and the chorus is also okay. Yeah, it's a good track. One of the better ones here. 7 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is various and the flow is none. Replayability? No. This is a weak album. It's the worst one after See You on the Other Side. Those two should not exist. I have no idea why Korn fans and the band themselves think this is a return to form or a classic album. You have awful vocals inspired by modern pop music that just ruin every track. Also some songs like Never Never and Lullaby for a Sadist that even the music cannot save them because it's awful. The only tracks that I actually enjoy are the bonus songs. Tell Me What You Want and Die Another Day. That's it. Those are the only great songs here. You've recorded 17 songs and only 2 are like, yeah, this is nice music. The rest, not for me. The main reason why I have so much disdain for this record is the fact that the music is actually not bad. It's the vocals that are ruining it. So I actually like to listen to this record, but to the instrumental version and also not every song. If we were in a different timeline, I wish this was the record we would have gotten. Cage is a B-side that you could have heard in the DVD documentary for Paradigm Shift. It was later changed into the track Lost in the Grandeur from Requiem, but I wish we could hear the original version. If this was the standard edition for this album, I guess I would give it a decent or maybe average score, because still the vocals are the part that are annoying me. I truly don't like them. I also hate all of that electronic stuff in the background, like it doesn't help the record at all. Paradigm Shift sounds like a typical modern rock/metal record from today that has nothing of value to offer. Focus on the other records, especially on Take a Look in the Mirror, the one that is hated the most by the fans, but it's also the closest one we've ever gotten to the self-titled. Go listen to Take a Look in the Mirror right now. Right now, listen to Right Now, Break Some Off, Counting on Me, Here It Comes Again, Deep Inside. Any song of Take a Look in the Mirror is 100 times better than anything on the Paradigm Shift. Even the dubstep record is better than this. Everything is better than this except See You on the Other Side. I have no idea how Head would return to the band and they would shit out such an unpleasant record. If you want to go and celebrate the anniversary of this record, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram in the description. I will see you on my other videos. Also consider becoming a member on my channel so you can make me review an album or make me do a Doom MIDI cover of your choice. That's all. Bye!